So hello, YouTube. This is Jamie Tilly Lowery. This is a mindset shift call. Should I say mindset shift with Jamie Tilly Lowery. So I wanted to bring you some hot off the press. When I say this thing right here has been marinated on, it's got the oil. I'm coming with the oil today. So if you got time, I would definitely take a little time to listen. I probably won't say everything today. It might be a part two. Last time I came to you, I was talking to you about the mindset of abundance. You know how the title of this is mindset shift. So I've been shifted into another topic today. I wasn't about to come on today. I had shut everything down. I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to really just sort of be in my quiet space today. My whole agenda was just going to be my quiet day to take my mind off everything. But there has been a shift in direction on what I'm pretty much wanted to do today. So I'm coming to you today and giving y'all a topic today that I'm just starting. This is new. This is real good. So like I said, make your comments. Definitely, if you have any questions, put them in the comments. Subscribe to my YouTube channel as well, Jamie Tilly Lowery, for just different mindset shift sessions with me coming soon. So I definitely want to, let me reach out to some people too. Let me see if I can do, okay, I'm good. Okay, I'm good. All right, so let me get started. So I want to talk about, y'all ready? Y'all really ready? I want to talk to you about the mindset of one vision. I'll say it again. The mindset of one vision. One vision. One. Okay. I know we have heard and some of you have heard how people with different visions that they even when you're in business they tell you how you should before you even start. What they tell you need to have some type of plan or some type of mission statement, or what is your vision for whatever you're starting. Correct. So I want to sort of tell you there is an appointed vision that you should really be known of. Some of you may know this, some of you may not know this, but I want to make sure that we're on the same, mindset, okay, when it comes to how you should look at vision. Okay, and I'm not talking about seeing through your eyes, seeing through your glasses, sunglasses. I'm talking about it's a vision for humanity. And should I break it down like that? Okay, so what I want to do, I want to start off by saying and y'all can put in comments, even on the replay, I want you to put in comments. You can put in comments too, y'all. Hey, how you doing, Coach Darcy? I want you to put in comments as well the answers, because I like feedback. I like to hear what you have to think, what you think, and what you say. What is the greatest investment you can make in the world? That's all I'm going to ask. And I'm going to tell you what the answer is after this session, okay? But I want you to think about that question. What is the greatest investment that you can make in this world? I'll say that again for the people in the back row. What is the greatest investment that you can make in this world? Okay, that's a question. I'm gonna leave that right there. Okay, so another question is, why is vision so important in business? Second question to yourself. Why is business, why is vision, talking about vision, why is vision so important in business? And then you may ask, okay, well, when you got to break down, what do you mean by vision? Because you first told me it's not, you're not talking about your eyes or what you're seeing. You're talking about something else as far as for humanity. So what is vision? Okay, we're going to break it down. Vision is, our course researched this out. Vision is the state of being able to see. Okay, pretty simple. The ability to think about or plan the future with imagination and wisdom. Okay, all right. And then you can tell me in comments. You can tell me in comments what do you think vision is? The first question was, what is the greatest investment you can make in this world? What is the greatest investment that you can make in this world? Hey, everybody watching. What is the greatest investment? I want y'all to answer that question. Those of you watching, what is the greatest investment you can make in this world? Second question, what is vision? Because when you have a business and you have your own business, everybody and they auntie is starting a business, have some type of entrepreneur that I know. I have to say that most, because some people still have a 9 to 5 job. That's all good. But most entrepreneurs, because let me make myself clear. I'm talking to really the entrepreneur community. What is vision? When you own a business or you running a business, what do we say about that? We tell you, this is our mission. This is what we this is how we serve. This is what we do. But the vision of it, what is that mean? What does that mean? So again, the basic definition in my research, vision is the state of being able to see. Simple enough, right? The ability to think and or plan the future with imagination and wisdom. And I like that definition too, because you're using your mindset and you got to use the imagination, and then you need wisdom. Okay. And then another definition is the mental image of what the future will or could be like. So those of you entrepreneurs, you're saying, a vision, I guess to me, Jamie, would be something that, what I want my business to be in the next, 10 years, 15, 20, 25 years, 30 years from now. It's what I can see beyond what I see, right? So a vision is something that is sort of like in the future. It's future, okay? Be sure to answer the question, because I'm gonna come back and give you the answer of what is the greatest investment you can make in the world. Because I have a community of people that invest, and people that understand the area of investments, and with stocks, with trades, with crypto, whatever it may be. But I want you to know that there is a correlation when it comes to investments. Keyword, investment. And what is the greatest investment you can make in the world, on the earth? Answer that question for me. Okay, so again, let me get a little bit more, because I have a side of me that you already know about that I don't really have to explain. I have a side of me that wants to break it down into a scriptural standpoint, so I can really come and angle it to my point, to make a point. Okay, so just work with me here. Okay, so the first scripture I'm going to give you, because in order for me to understand vision, I got to really get the download from the visionary, right? Makes sense? Okay, so Genesis 1:28. You can write that down, put that in the comments. Genesis 1:28. Okay, this is the English Standard Version. Okay, it says, and God blessed them, and God said to them, be fruitful and multiply, fill the earth, subdue it, have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the of the heaven and over every living thing that moves on the earth. Okay. Now, who was he talking to? At that point in time, he was talking to man, right? He was talking to woman and man. He was talking to Adam and Eve, right? So he told them, this is what I need for you to do. Okay. This was an assignment that he gave the two of them. First one was be fruitful, multiply, fill the earth, subdue it, take dominion. Okay. That was it, right? Okay. So with that, I like to get all different types of versions. Okay. So this is another version of what he said. He said, and God blessed them, granting them certain authority, and said to them, this is actually my favorite one, and said to them, be fruitful, multiply, and fill the earth, subdue it, putting it under your power, and rule over it and dominate. Okay. Now, with that, that was, I want to sort of take you down a little journey on something. Okay. So it all makes sense, but it's so good. So good. If y'all can't stay, just go back to my YouTube channel and do the replay. I promise you this is going to bless you. Okay. Now, from the time we were born until our adulthood, okay? Our views of how to grow our wealth have been tainted. I'll say it again. From the time we were born into our adulthood, our views, how we view how to grow wealth has been tainted. Tainted means it's been, you know, how somebody will mix something in with, you know, say you got some, you know, some juice, but somebody will mix something into it, it makes it look like it's just like, okay, or paint or whatever, and mixes something in it, and it messes the whole image up and makes it sort of fuzzy, confusing a little bit. It's been tainted, okay? We were not taught how to properly use our gain or profit, if any, the right way. I'll say it again, help you out. We were not taught to use our profits, whatever was put in our hands. We were not taught it the right way, how we should use it. It wasn't required in the school systems or in life to know how to manage economics, finances. It wasn't emphasized. It wasn't taught. Those times have changed. There are ways and strategies to grow your wealth. The reason I can say wealth is because all of us have been granted the ability to have it. I'll say it again. Now, we done took another shift. You're like, hold on, James, talk about the mind. Yep, we talk about the mind because it's all the vision. It's going to be right here implanted in your mindset. The reason I say wealth is because of all of us. It says all of us have been granted the ability to have it, but you don't practice what you don't know, right? You can't practice something that nobody ever taught you, right? Right, you can't. Okay, the time is now to defeat the ignorance and the cycle of not increasing that which is given to you. So I put a demand, and I say to myself, and I hope you can, you know, either put it in the comments or either you want to, you know, write it down. Say this to yourself: I'm teachable, I'm obedient, I have abundance. I'm fruitful. I have the ability to multiply that which is given to me. I'll say it again. Say to yourself, I'm teachable. I'm obedient. I have abundance. I am faithful. And I have the ability to multiply that which I am given. Okay? Therefore, no, let's going, keep going. I dominate in every place I'm sent. Now, that right there in itself, I did a session on how powerful your words are and getting results in your life. And the means of getting results, your words have an effect on your results. So when you say that you're teachable, you're obedient, you have abundance, you have the ability to multiply, you're fruitful, and you can multiply which is given to you. Therefore, you dominate in every place you're sent. Do you realize what you just spit out? Do you realize what you just said? You just said the same thing God had assigned in the beginning of time for kingdom advancement. So you are now in sync with the Creator. You have now taken his mindset and put it in yours. So God has always had kingdom dominion on his mind. It never changed. He never changed his assignment. He never changed what he wanted to happen here on earth. It hadn't changed, it never will. His assignment for us was given to us before we were born, before we were ever thought of. Jeremiah 1:5. He said, you are appointed. It said, I knew you were before you were even born in the womb of your mother. I set you apart. I appointed you as prophets of nations. We are all prophets, which means we have the ability to see and know the vision and the will of God. It takes developing a relationship with God in order to receive his precise wisdom. So people may say, you know what, that prophetic thing, that I ain't down with that. But sweetheart, I want you to know everybody has a prophetic gift, because the words we speak are prophetic. Some when you align yourself, you can it's just that is what is called a prophetic office, where there is a prophet, but there is also people can speak prophetically, what you can think confirmations and affirmations are. They're prophetic, right? They're telling you what you are becoming. You just told me that, I say I'm teachable, I'm obedient, I have abundance, I'm fruitful, I multiply whatever is given to me, and I dominate in every place I'm sent. What do you think that is? That's prophetic, ain't it? Because you ain't been everywhere yet. You may say you have abundance, but you may not see it yet. So you're prophetically saying these things, confirmations. Confessions, affirmation. You prophetically say those things, right? So he said, you can pretty much, you got the ability. Everybody has that ability to know his will. So it takes developing a relationship with God in order to receive his precise wisdom. I'll say it again. It takes a relationship. And I'm not scared to say that, because some people want to, want to sugarcoat it and say, well, just, be one with the universe and do, 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 do. No, I'm telling you, your relationship with God is what God is the relationship with God is in order for you to receive precise wisdom. You must develop a relationship with God. Period. What is the will of God? Well, the will of God. I've heard people say, "What is that? What does that mean?" It's His vision for humanity. That's easy. I just told you what His vision is. His vision is be fruitful, multiply, fill the earth, subdue it, and have dominion over the earth. That's His vision. That's His vision for humanity. Now, I started off saying the mindset of one vision. I'm going to give y'all a little bit of the, a cheat sheet of the answer that I asked you initially about what's the greatest investment in the world. Knowing the vision, His vision, and you investing in His vision is the most ROI, return on your investment, that you could ever receive in this earth. And that ain't deep. What I mean by that, are you joining me? Hey, Darren. So it says he is blessed. He said he's blessed you. So when he said, I have already blessed you, he said, I've already anointed you. What does anointed mean? Because some people be like, that's weird, Jamie. What does that mean? That means He empowered you to prosper in every arena of your life. So pretty much He's saying, wherever you go, and break it down a little bit more, you win in them situations. You can win in every situation you come against. You already got the DNA in you to win. That's what that means. Okay? So be fruitful. What does that mean? Because, I've heard that too, Jamie. I heard people, people say be fruitful. I mean, what does that mean? Be fruitful means that you are resourceful. You're creative. God has a creative nature. You are created in His image. So therefore, you have a creative ability about you. So therefore, He says you have your resource. You're resourceful and you're creative. Fruitfulness. Have you ever been to the Walmart and they tell you, if you want some fruit, where do you normally go? To the produce department, right? That's where normally what's where the fruits and vegetables are, right? So fruitful can also mean productive. You produce. You're able to produce things, make things happen. Okay? So you're resourceful. You're creative. I'm a resource. I want you to say that to yourself. I'll write it. I'll put it in the comments. I am resourceful. I am creative. I have a certain genius about me that causes me to multiply things, which takes me to the next thing he said. Be multiply. So he said you have the ability to increase what you have. Sort of reminds you of investing, don't it? When you're investing, when you have things put in your hand, you're able to increase those things. Some kind of similarity to it, right? Side story. So hold it, because I probably won't be able to get through it. I just want to give y'all, because it might be a part 2 to this, because I don't want to go too far. And then the next one was fill the earth. So that just means to expand. Now that you got information, now you got what you need. You got the fruits. You done multiplied them. Now it's time for you to expand it all over the world. let me go back to multiply. Okay. And this probably is where I'm going to sort of, I'm going to be in this particular point for a minute. So I can break it down. Because I mean, when I say y'all, I don't try to be deep at all. I'm not that type of person that, go off in the, I'm not that type of girl. I like you to break it down to me just as I'm talking and have a conversation with you, right? So I can understand what you're talking about. What are you talking about, Jamie? But when I say Holy Spirit broke this thing down so sweet to me, I was blown. So, just like anything, when it's good and hot, you want to share that information. I know it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. But I'm probably gonna have to go over it again. But it's so good. Okay, here we go. So multiply, right? So we go back to that. When do y'all remember about the talents? Okay, let me help those who may not, read the Bible and stuff like that, who don't know about it that much. Help me do that. Okay, so there is a story in the Bible that talked about 3 talents. Okay, and these were just dudes. These were just, I want to say, just to give the women some hype. I want to say it was some women, but it said men, so we're gonna go right with it. Okay, I'm gonna go with it. Okay, so it was 3 talents. So I'm gonna sort of break it down like this. So y'all forgive me if I don't really go like verbatim with the scripture, but it makes sense. Okay, so okay, of course, foundation scripture, the appropriate Matthew 25, 14 through 30. Okay. That's where I'm getting it from. You do your own research, okay? Do your own reading. Now, this is good. So, in this story, there was a CEO, right? He had a meeting with these 3 people, these 3 investors, okay? And he had a lot of money. He was just say this joker was a billionaire, okay? He just had money. So he had a meeting with these three guys. He was like, let's have a meeting. I've been doing my research and, just to see what results y'all were getting in your businesses. And I came to see that, one of you were getting at least, because it was 3 of them. One of you were getting at least, I'll just say, because it said the 1 talent, he was getting, let's just say it was $1 million a month. He was making about $1 million a month in his business. And he was impressed. He was like, you've been making $1 million a month. So, that caught my attention. Then I looked and seeing you were making $2 million a month. Then I looked at you and you were making $5 million a month. So I wanted to call a board meeting with you 3 because I have some major things happening globally. I need some investors who know how to manage and multiply their money. So I called you in for a board meeting to go over what I have and what I want you to invest. Now remember, we got fruitful, multiply, fill the earth, and we got the subdue and dominate. That's the assignment, okay? That's always been the vision. It's always been the vision. So that's the vision that we're going by, right? So the assignment is for you with that 1 million, if you make that 1 million a month, I'm gonna give you $1 million. Okay. Then those of you the one who make 2 million a month, I'm gonna give you 2 million. Then you that make 5 million a month, I'm gonna give you 5 million. And what I need for you to do with what I give you is multiplied. And they were like, okay, I'm up. I'm up for this. I can do this. So he gives them because he's the fruitful one. He's the one with the results. He has all, billionaire. So he gives them the money to invest. So what happens, I want y'all to understand. This is so good. The one, because they call them talents in the Bible. I'm breaking it down in monetary, just so you can get it. Y'all got it. So the one with the $5 million that he gave him to invest it, he went. I want y'all to know how the reading of this. I'm very when I hear words, I break them down like elementary. He said once he gave the $5 million to that man that had the 5 talents. That's the ability of what he could produce. He said he went at once. 3 words. Went at once. What does that mean to you? What does that mean? Went at once. That talked to me right then. It told me that he knew what to do with the money. He had an assignment. He knew what to do with the money. He said he went at once. When he got the $5 million, it was like this. He wrote the check out, gave them the check. He popped up. I'm gone. I know what to do. And he said after he went, he said he traded with him. He said he went at once and then he traded with them. Get that, with them. What that means is he took that $5 million, went and started, and back in them days, they don't have the high stuff like, technology. Like, we right now, we got crypto. We can trade all stocks. We can trade anything, indices, everything. That's in our day. But back in that day, it was more so like meats and stuff like that they could trade. So he went ahead and he took that money and traded with them. The word them is plural. That means he had multiple streams to invest in. He didn't just have he had multiple. He was able to go and take his million and start investing it in multiple places. Now he wrote a check out for the one for $2 million. So what he did with that, what they got, what he said, the one with the $2 million was able to do the same thing. What does that tell you? I'm trying to hold my peace right now because I'm really excited about it. What did it tell you that he said he went out and did the same thing that the dude with the $5 million did? What that said to me, guys, what that told me was the dude with the $2 million was studying the dude with the $5 million. He was, how people, sometimes study people. They be on their Instagram page and their Facebook page looking at what they're doing, just to see how they producing and getting the results they get. Homeboy was studying him. He was like, okay, what is he doing? How he making them profits like that? How he going in the markets and stuff, the marketplace, and every time he plays something in the marketplace, he get a huge return on it. I'm about to study this joke. I want to know what he doing. So they said he went and did the same thing. But the thing about him, he only had 2 streams. So what he had, they were only given what the ability to their ability. What that means is the billionaire only gave them, he only wrote them a check for what they were able to produce. So if you only came back with 2 mil, I'm going to only write you a check for 2 million. So what happens is he only had 2 streams to invest it in. The dude with the 5 billion had 5 minimum. He had 5 minimum streams. That's why he gave him a $5 million check. He knew he had more streams. But he said, I'm doing exactly what he doing. So that shows me that he was studying him at afar. You know how you have these mentors? You may not know these mentors, but you look at them on Facebook, right? You look at them on Instagram. You may not know them personally, but you study them. You're saying like, that person right there, they make, they doing real well for themselves. And you're studying, trying to see what their activity is, what are they doing to do. He was studying him from afar. And he was looking at his results. So that's why it just said he was able to do the same thing. He had the ability to do the same thing to do what the 5 million did. However, the only difference was his result. His results was only because he only had two streams. Dude with the 5 million had 5 minimum streams. You can't just work with dollar bills. You be in the million flow. You're in the million flow. So you got to get used to writing $1 million checks. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready for that. I'm just saying. That's just how he works. That's how he do it. Just saying. So the thing about it, the one with the $1 million, he said he had a minimum. So he had a minimum. It said with him, he looked at it. He was like, okay, I got this, man. He gave me this $1 million check, but he was sort of like, I don't really know exactly what to do with this, but we're gonna go with it. I appreciate him giving me the money to invest. But the thing about him, he only had 1 mil, which means he only had like 1 stream to invest it in. Which also means he was, as far as with his money, you know how they, I'm gonna go down here and break it down to you. Let me go back up. The one with the 5 million. He knew his assignment. He knew his purpose, how to multiply money. That's why he was given much. Man with the 2 million. He knew his assignment. He knew his purpose. He studied and mentored the other millionaire. And from afar, but only had a minimum of 2 streams. And when I say he was in that area, he was getting it though. The man with the 1 million, 1 stream, he didn't know the kingdom assignment. He didn't know about the vision. He didn't know I had to expand this. I have to multiply this. He didn't realize that's what he needed to do because he wasn't being mentored. He wasn't really trying to study nobody but himself. Now, let me tell you this. And a lot of you probably may disagree. I don't really care, to tell you the truth, but I know what I was told, okay? Self-made millionaires. There's no such thing. Let me break it down, okay? Self-made millionaires, and I'll say it again. There's no such thing. This dude believed that he was self-made, meaning that when you say self-made, that means you did it all yourself. When you say self-made, that means you did it all yourself with nobody's help. That's what means. When you look it up in the dictionary, self means one, you, nobody else. So it's no such thing because anybody knows that is wealthy. Anybody knows who got money. Anybody knows it takes people. It takes things. It takes some type of help to become and get where they at. They can't do it alone. No way. There's no way you can do it alone. Even Adam had to have Eve. There's no way you can do it alone. He was trying to show you right there, you need at least 2. So you can't do it by yourself. But the dude with the 1 million thought he was that self-made millionaire. I can do this by myself. I don't need no clear direction. So what I'm going to do, because I'm going on my own effort and my own vision, I don't care about what multiplications to do it. I ain't following that bitch. I'm gonna go on my own. What I'm gonna do with the money. Because what he didn't realize, y'all listen, y'all, those who invest and those who trade, y'all gonna get this. What he didn't realize, he didn't have enough information. The one with the 5 million and the 2 million, they knew about the markets. They knew, get this, they knew when the markets go down. Those who know where I'm going, y'all put a 1 in the chat in the comments. When the market was going down, they knew they still could take advantage of the market. Do what the 1 million thought when the market was going down. You don't need to put your money in there. You don't need to do anything. You need to keep up, put it in a holding, account. So therefore, when the markets go down, I ain't gonna risk all his money. Because right now, guess what? It's a famine in the land. Gas prices are high. It's inflation going on. There's a war going on with Ukraine and Russia. Those are signs that, I can't put my money. I want, and Lord knows my money, but somebody else's money, I'm not putting that in the market. I'm risking everything that he told me to invest. So what did he do? He put it in a holding tank. He said, I'm just going to put it over here. So when, inflation come, when risk come, when, the market go down, and, I won't risk all my money. But the other two knew when the market goes down, it's time to buy up everything. That's your opportunity to buy everything. So when it goes back up, you can then buy it and sell it for a higher price. He didn't know that. He kept it somewhere else in a holding, account where either way, it's not going to go up or down. It'll just stay at the same amount. Following his own vision causes you to miss opportunities of advancement. I'll say it again. Following your own vision will cause you to miss opportunities of advancement. Now, the whole vision, again, was be fruitful, multiply, subdue. And then we're going to go into that'll be subdue it and dominate. It says not what God says to do with the prophet, but what he wanted to do, pretty much. So the 5 million million man, I say the guy with the 5 million came and said, I have. Now this was after the let's say the CEO or the billionaire came back. He was gone for a while. So those investments that they put in, those particular accounts, they were able to draw interest. They were able to, double the profits. So when the guy with the 5, when he came back, he had another meeting. He said, okay, now I'm back, from my out of town. I had to fly to wherever, and now I'm back here. Let's have another meeting. So all of them came in the meeting. The $5 million guy comes up and says, he says, okay, so what did you do with the 5 million I gave you? $5 million man came up and said, I have produced 5 million more for you. Now y'all tell me something. You give somebody $5 million and you come back and asking what kind of profits they made off of that 5 million, and they tell you another 5. What you about to do? I'll wait. What you about to do? This CEO said, I am going to promote you. He said, the reason why is you don't focus on money. This is the thing. He told him, I'm going to promote you. Now, this is the thing here. When we hear the word promotion, we automatically think, oh, I'm getting XYZ more money. That ain't what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about you getting more money. The focus is, and then y'all gonna be a little shifting here. The focus ain't how much money you gonna get from doing what you're supposed to have done with the investment. Let me help you. So the reason why you don't focus on the money, and look, I'm gonna break it down here too. How God it promotes you. God don't promote you with money. What? Well, Jamie, if I got a job and I get promoted, that means I get more money in my job. God don't operate like you on a job. You on an assignment. So it ain't about money. It's about look, think about it. He already know when he put you on an assignment. In the package deal, money's already there, supplied already. So it ain't no surprise that you need money if he tell you to go somewhere. It ain't no surprise that, oh, I need money. Oh, she gonna need money. He already know that. How he promotes you to, get this. He promotes you to regions, properties, land, countries, continents, cities, communities. He don't think small. Promotion to God is taking over the world. So when I promote you, he said, you faithful with the small. Now I'm about to promote you to a nation. I'm about to promote you to a community. I'm about to promote you to a region, a city, a community. That's how he promotes people. It ain't about money. He knows you need that along with your assignment. This is like somebody saying, you got a package deal with such and such, and it comes with the package. So the money come with the package. So that ain't no highlight to him. He knows whatever assignment he pushes you on, the money's in with the package. So the reason why you don't focus, y'all get this now. Y'all gonna have to write this down because I'm dropping some stuff today. Hot off of Holy Spirit talking. Now, the reason why you don't focus on the money, let me break this thing so good, because the money is part of the package and it's just the byproduct. He knows you need money. That's why it's no surprise. I said that. And another reason he doesn't want you to focus on the money, this is what I want you to hear. Because at any given moment, he may tell you to give it to someone. Y'all just so good. Now look what I'm talking. Look. Let me break it down now. The thing about money, let me show you. Money has an attachment to itself. Nothing wrong with money. Y'all ain't feeling me. We know he knows you need money, so there's nothing wrong with money. But this is the relation. I'm talking about how you should have a relationship with money. This is how you should view it. First of all, you should view money as a tool. Period. That's all it is. It's a tool. Secondly, you shouldn't be because money has a tendency to attach. It can attach yourself. It can attach itself to you. The reason why, think about it. Money has influence. He broke this down. Money has influence. It carries with it an influence, a power of influence. And the reason why I can say that is because if I just go into a community, they don't even have to know what my name is. But I write a check out. And it'll take care of this whole community and make it look like spanking new, has all its resources that it needs. And I don't want them to know my name. That money has influenced that community and made it to the point where I didn't even have to say a word. It impacted the community. However, if it was attached to me, that means that I'm now making it a part of me. If he told me to write $1 million check, I would have a problem because I'd have made that money attached to me versus making it a tool that I use to distribute. We have all been called to be distribution centers. That's how you dominate. That's how you multiply. That's how you set up the menu. That's how you expand. There's no way you can expand if you can't give. There's no way you can expand if you can't be obedient when he tells you what to do. That's why you can't have an attachment to it. Because at any given moment, he can tell you, write a check out and give it to him. And if you fail to do that, you just now walked in disobedience to what he told. The assignment was to expand. You always got to keep in mind that one vision is to, he said, be fruitful, multiply, subdue it, and then don't dominate. Now, don't you know, I go back to that first initial question I asked you, what is the greatest investment that you can invest in? I'm going to help you with that answer. The greatest investment that you can invest in on earth is kingdom advancement. It ain't deep, y'all. It's just all it is taking what you have, like those talents, putting it in streams that will multiply it. So when it's multiplied, you're able now to be promoted to where he puts you, the assignment where he puts you. Now he gives you the all that you need for that assignment. Then you write the check out when he tells you that's where it needs to go. Put it there, put it there. And don't you know that influence alone? And then think about it. If he tells the person that you're the one that wrote the check, now you got influence. The thing about it, let me get back on. It says because it has an attachment, because it is unlikely, it ungiven any given moment, unlikely to give an amount it tells you to give. So go back to don't let money rule you. That's why he tells you you got to really be careful, because it has a way of trying to rule you. The relationship with money, you have to be ruler of it. You can't make it rule you, because what'll happen, he tell you to write that check and that money and say, you know what, you don't really need to do all that. Not all 1 million. Maybe 500,000. But now, which one you going to follow? You going to follow what the money said, or you going to follow what he just told you to do? Because on your other side of obedience to what he said is another advancement. Just telling you, just saying. Anytime now this is the thing right here. Anytime he gives you direction, he sets you up to be promoted to the next advancement, the next assignment. So if he says, write out the million, and you go ahead and write the million out, now he has positioned you now to go into areas where you're in the billion flow. Point taken. When they came back from the talents, the guy with the 2 million, the guy with the 5 million, the guy with the 1 million, he said, I promoted you. The one that had the 5 million was promoted to the billion flow. The one that had the 2 million was still in the million flow, but he was on the brink of a billion. The one that had the 1 million, he never made it to the million flow, because he was up under his own vision. So he couldn't follow the kingdom advancement way of living. He ended up he was still end up being in the system of the economy here on earth. There's 2 economies, by the way, tell you. There's an economy on earth and there's the kingdom of God economy. That's another one. That's another topic. But you got the kingdom on earth economy, and then you got the kingdom of heaven's economy. So therefore, he said you're going to operate in that system where now you're going to have to toil, sweat, try to make your money your own way, without, wisdom, you're just going to be doing how to get whatever you need to do, try to make it happen. Versus being led and told where you need to put your money to make it grow, to be fruitful, to multiply, so you can set up dominion on the earth. Wherever I tell you to do, I'm going to give you the money to dominate. And once you give the money, people in a situation, you come up with the answer and the solution to their problems, they will let you make any decision that you want. You got free range. You taking people out of poverty situations. You cannot tell me you won't have influence in that community. You cannot tell me you won't have influence in that country. You cannot tell me you won't have influence in that nation. You're the answer to their question. You're the answer to the problem. You show up with the answer. Now you sitting at tables ruling. That's part of the vision. Dominating. Now you sitting in seats where kings and governments and governors, and they make decisions concerning their countries, concerning their nations, concerning their states, concerning their cities. You sitting in boardrooms with them. Because all you doing is following one vision. I'm just, well, how you get here? Oh, how'd you get in this room? Who are you? I'm just following one vision. And they'll say, well, what is that? Well, I'm here to, and you'll tell them what you're here to do. I'm here to make sure that this community is as pleasant to live in. I want the best life for the community. Oh, I'm okay. Yeah. And I'm going to write you this $2 million check. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. So, Miss Jamie, what else did you need? What else can we do for you? Well, when I rode by, I seen, the homeless on the street. Can't we just make, let's in the community, can we build some houses for them to live in versus them be on the street? Yes, ma'am. You sure can do that. What else did you need? He said, be fruitful, multiply, dominate. So now when you come to town, or you come to that city, you come to that country, you come to that region, you have now had been supernaturally translated into favor with not just God, but also with man. So now they want to do anything for you, whatever you need, we're at your assistance. Why? I only have one vision. Be fruitful, multiply, subdue, dominate. That's it. Whatever I'm given, I'm supposed to multiply. Whatever I multiply, I'm supposed to invest it and remultiply it. And then once I get it, I'm here to hear what I have an assignment. My money has an assignment to help this community. My money has an assignment to help this ministry. My money has an assignment to help this community. My money has an assignment to help this nation. My money has an assignment to help this country. I know now what to do with money. I don't allow money to attach itself, because at any given moment, he could tell me to give it. So I need to be able to not have it to the point where it's controlling me, but to the point where I control it and tell it where to go. It's a tool, remember? It's a tool to influence and impact your community, whatever place he tells you to go. It's a tool, an economic tool to impact the world. Now you might say, well, Jeremy, he can use other stuff. You don't necessarily have to use money. Okay. I don't know where you been, but let me help you. Okay. God knows that in this world, it requires money to expand his kingdom. I don't know where else you thinking, but he know that. What he needs from you is to be in position, just like that dude with the 5 talents. Get yourself to the point where you educate yourself, master the things that you understand about the economic system, in investing. If it's learning new technology, learning how money works, get an understanding of how you use it, what the purpose of it is. It's not to manipulate, it's not to control. And let me help you to tell you, because people say, well, you control people. No. Dominate. When he said to dominate means to have influence. Be fruitful, multiply, subdue, and dominate. That means once you have the finance, once you fruitful, because let me have, well, I don't have the money. How you be fruitful? I don't have. Fruitful could be like that $1 billion investor. God can align you with people. Hear me. God can align you with people who will, if you don't have it, he can allow you with people that know how to get it. That knows how it's multiplied, where to invest it to get a good return on your investment. He can align you with those individuals. And if y'all collaborations, and if you learn how to network, if you know how to talk to people, communicate with people, because we talked about on the last session how it's important to have a mind of abundance and not a mind of scarcity. When you have a mind of abundance and you know how to collaborate with people, talk to people. Oh, well, I'm an introvert. Okay, get out of that. Because that's just hindering your increase. Because I'm trying to help you stop saying you an introvert, because introverts meaning that you don't want to deal with nobody. Okay, that's just like the man with the 1 million. I don't want to talk to nobody. Guess what happened? His money was taken from him. So get over I'm an introvert, because in business, you in business, you can't really be an introvert. You're gonna really have to learn how to get yourself talking to people, learn how to, that's just something you're going to have to push out of you. Because in order to do that one vision, you got to learn how to talk, communicate, network, listen, educate yourself, get with people that have the same vision, have the same mindset. Communicate with those communities, be a part of those communities, helping you, that have that same type of vision in mind. And then when you do that, you align yourself with people I call them divine connections, where you're connecting with people that God can now flow with you. And like I say, you have the ability to attract money. That was the part, y'all. You have the ability to attract money, but you don't want money to be attached to you. I said it again. Y'all want to write that down. You have the ability to attract money, but you don't want the money to attach itself like a leech. Because what happens is, once you attract it, that means you're able to now have an assignment for it, and you can put it where it needs to be, or give it to where it needs to be given. But if it's attached to you, you are not going to give that. You're not giving it away. You're going to keep it for yourself, and then you're just going to be by yourself. Meaning that you're going to be like that man with that 1 million, going to try to make it for self gain, because I'm self-made. No such thing again. But I'm just going to do it what I feel, what I want to do, how I want to do it. So with those with like-minded minds, you go with the ones who understand one vision, which that means is all it is, and it's just meaning what he says: be fruitful, multiply, take them. He says subdue it and dominate. Dominate just means you now are influential. You have that influential power to the point where now people in high places of authoritative power who when they nod their head make decisions. They only have to say words. All they got to do is do a head nod and a decision is made. You're placed with those influential people and now are able to make decisions that will allow the kingdom to be advanced. How do you do it? It goes back to one vision. So here it is. He said he never changed. He says, I have influence. I want you to put that in the comments. I have influence. So again, let me see. Money has the power to influence. You don't want to attach itself to you because you will start thinking it's you. Ooh, I didn't give y'all that. If you allow it to attach itself to you, you will now start thinking you did it. I gave it to them. I made them rich. And he wants you to know nobody makes you rich or wealthy but God. Not you. But if you attach to it, now you'll get into a deceptive mode of thinking it's you. I did this myself. I gave them that money. I made that happen for them. Versus, no, God told me to give it. I gave it. You don't want to have it attached to you because you start thinking it's you who got you the wealth, not God. So after he promoted them, he said he set them over much. So remember, I told you when you're promoted, here we think promotion means, oh, I got a higher position on my job or I get paid X amount of dollars more. But actually what that means, is it when he promotes you to lands, properties, communities, nations, continents, countries, communities. So why did he send you to these places? I done told you, you're the solution. You're the answer. And you are there to improve it. You're there to make improvements, to improve the community, to set up the influence of who? Him. And then after I'm gonna leave it off. I'm gonna leave it with this because I know I've been a little over. After, get this, y'all, this is so good. After he promoted them, guess what? He said, enter the joy of your master. That's what it says. Enter the joy of your master. And y'all like, what? So what? Why are you happy about what that? Enter the joy of your master. Now, do you know what that means? When he promoted the 5-talent dude, the $5 million dude, the $2 million guy, after he promoted him, he said, now enter the joy of your master, which means, y'all ready? You have access granted to you of everything I have. I'm gonna leave that right there because I'm about to like flip right now. You have access. That means when he promotes you to a country, he promotes you to this region, this community, this state. He then gives you the access, meaning that in that state, in that region, in that country, in that continent, in that city, in that community, you now have access, meaning that I have all the resources that I need to dominate and influence this whole entire community. Meaning that people are at your disposal. Let me break it down even more. People are now willing to work with you so you can influence the whole nation, the countries. Meaning that rejection is not an option. Whatever I ask you to do, there's no such thing as you rejecting it. Because the influence on you will be so strong that they can't deny you. They just give it to you. They just gonna give you what you want. They just gonna give you what you need. What you need? Well, we need to set up something. Okay, well, let me get that work. I'll work on that. I'll get that. I'll make that happen. But we need to rebuild these because we got too many people just in these particular houses and stuff, and they don't have running water. They don't have nothing at all to eat. You know, they don't have nothing to. Okay, we need some. Okay, we need to get them some supplies ASAP. Okay, I'm on top of that. Anything else? So that is what he's saying. You are setting up kingdom investment. Kingdom investment means that it's the same way as how he operates in heaven. He wants it operating here on earth. Remember when Adam and Eve, when they didn't have nothing to be concerned about. They didn't have to worry about nothing. They had everything they needed. No famine on the land. It was just all good. And the one vision that has not changed: be fruitful, multiply, subdue, set dominion, expand my kingdom. So the question was, what is the greatest investment, that you can invest in the world? Is kingdom advancement. And why I say that is because when you invest in his kingdom, he'll make sure that you have a kingdom here on earth. I mean that he'll take care of everything that you need, everything that you desired, everything that you wanted, some things that you didn't even desire. This shows up. So one vision, the mindset is the one vision. And that's his vision. We all have, as far as for our businesses, we got several visions. We got this, when 15 years, I want to be making 100 mil coming in. And then how are you going to get to that? Well, we're going to break it down monthly. We're going to break it down yearly. I got to make this every day to get to that, every month to get to that, every year to get to that in the next 15 years. So I broke it down. This is how I'm going to do it. Okay, how you going to do it? What's the next step? Well, I got to work it out, plan. I guess I got to figure out how to do that. I need the next step. Okay, well, the best partner to have in your business is Holy Spirit. That's just I'm gonna give you that. That's just a little bit right there. Because if you ain't checking in with him on a day-to-day basis, you just working aimlessly. hoping you get I hope you producing every day. You're supposed to be producing every day. But remember, they had a direction. They had an alignment with him, so they were able to produce every day. He was telling them what to do daily. He met with them daily, telling them what to do. So they had a productive day every day because they were carrying out his assignments, what he was telling them to do. Okay, today I want you, Adam, to name the animals. Whatever you want to name. Okay, well, just unnamed this animal, this. I mean, okay, now I want you to look at the trees. So look at the fish. We got fish. We got over, trillion fish. I want you to name them, in the ocean. Okay, we can name them. Giving them assignments. Get them things to do. So he could expand his kingdom. It hasn't changed. We have jobs. This is the marketplace. We have jobs. We're learning new things on our jobs. We're learning new things in our businesses. We're learning new things. And these things are very much in correlation with our purpose. But they were all meant to be your gifts, your talents, whatever you were purposed to do, whatever it is, was also supposed to benefit his expansion, not for your own selfish gain, not for your own empire, not for your own, this or that. Yes, he wants you to have those things. Yes, he wants you. Yeah, that's part of it. But it's still not the ultimate vision that he wants. That's just, like I said, it comes in the package. Your mansions come in the package. Your cars come in the package. Your islands come in the package. Your houses that you didn't build come in the package. Your land that was for you, it comes in the package. He said, I give you houses that you didn't build. Those things are all about you going into his vision and doing what you're supposed to do, whatever assignment, so he can give you that. He'll put you there. These are your properties. This is your land. Take dominion. Have you ever figured out why he said, I give you houses that you didn't build? How you going to do that? How you about to do that? How you about to give me a house that I didn't build and land that I, because when you one vision and you're in, knowing what your money is for, he will intentionally set you up to be able to buy properties, buy land, buy houses, buy islands, buy planes, buy jets, buy yachts. That's just part of it. But you still have to not have an attachment to either one. Because what if you buy a yacht and he tell you to give it to somebody else? I just bought this yacht. And now you're telling me to give it away? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want you to give it to this person over here. I just bought this jet. You telling me to give it away? Yeah. I want you to give it to this ministry over here. They need it right now more than you do. Okay. Can't be attached to it. Because if it's attached to it, you won't give it. Best thing to do, write a check. You get in them positions so it won't be attached. And then when he tell you what to do with it, you're able to do what you need to do with it. Because like anything, money is a currency. Money is always moving. It has to move. He's letting you know it's got to go. In order for you to get it back, it's got to be distributed. You can't hold on it to it because it won't move. You got to be able to move it. It's got to start moving. And not just moving, put it into specific places of multiplication to it for expansion. Because as it's moving, it's also producing. It's being fruitful. It's giving you results that you need to get. It's helping communities, helping organizations, helping, ministries, helping, people that are in need. He didn't want you to be a hoarder of it. He wants you to be a distribution center so he can give you more. He said he gave the 5 million man 5 million because he knew what to do with the money. I know what to do with 5 million. Give me 5 million. Okay, yeah. He said he went off. He took off. Because he knew what I'm about to do with this. I'm about to make another 5 million. And then get this, y'all, and I promise you, get this. So the one with the 1 million, he took that 1 million from him and gave it to the one with the 5 million. Now you ask me, why did he give that man? Why did he take the 1 million from that man and give it to the one with the 5 instead of the one with the 2 million? Think about it. After you've been gone for so long and you wanted see some interest on your money, and you waited that time and he didn't make no interest off that money, no profit off that money, you're going to give your money to the one who's going to give you the highest return. Makes sense. Not that you are dismissing the one that made the 2 million, but you need a quick return on the one that missed out on the interest, because he could have made you another million, but he didn't. He left it in a holding account. So he had to take his money, give it to one with the 5, so he could give me a quick return, because he knew he was capable of giving me 5 million. You now at 10. I'm now at 10 million now. I left you, I had 5, and I came back to 10. So I'm gonna give you this other one so you can now give me another million on this one or more. Because I know at least you can do the minimum of 5 million. You can produce the minimum of 5. So you may even have the ability to take this 1 million and turn it into 5. That's why I'm going to give you the one and not the one who I gave 2 million to, but you that produced the 2 million. That's business. Good business strategy. That's why he was the billionaire. He knew the strategies. He got the wisdom. He got the ideas. He understood the money assignment. He understood what the purpose in the relationship of money was. It was a tool that you put back and you get another return on. All right. I know y'all been with me. I thank you for those who actually stayed on here at Facebook. But I hadn't been on in a while, so y'all just think of this as your 2 lives for this week. So I'm thankful, grateful. Hey! Good. That's my cousin, Matthew. Thank you for all. Thank you for watching. Love you. Okay. So, yeah, thank you all for watching. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel at Jamie Tilly Lowery. Go to my YouTube there, and also Facebook, of course, and Instagram, Jamie Tilly Lowery. I'm also a custom jewelry designer. I customize handcrafted jewelry bracelets to fit your vision, to fit the greatness that's in you, to give you that vision as well. You can go to my Instagram page as well at Tilly's Jewelry. That's TILLYS Jewelry Instagram page. So thank you all for watching. Also, like I said, any comments, definitely Any comments that you want to make, that feel free to add those, or just a thumbs up or love symbol. I'll take it all. But I appreciate you watching. I want all of you to be blessed. Remember who you are, know who you are, and whose you are, because you're great, you're wonderful, you're blessed, and you have greatness within you. So with that said, have a good night, and much love to you. Remember who you are. Never forget it.